Hello everyone and welcome back to Jacqs. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be making a 7x5 card, and this card is kind of a sneak peek to part of a project that I have coming up. So let's get started and I'll give you the details. So if you follow me and you just saw my haul that I did from Country Craft Creations, you know that I received Simple Stories Summer Snapshots for my paper collection to work with this month. Now I have already figured out the project that I'm making for that, and I've even filmed creating the cover for that project. This is a little sneaky peek of it. We are going to be doing a gatefold style mini album. So I did film creating this style album cover using the lay flat method, and I did that since it was different than just our regular normal mini album covers. So that video will be coming out after this one because I couldn't go any further with this because I didn't have any magnets, and I need magnets for this project. So while I was waiting, I figured out the cover that I wanted for this. I ended up creating a cut file bundle for that, and I decided in the meantime to create a card using those cut files and showing you how adorably cute this is going to be. I'm super excited about it and I think you're going to love it. Let me tell you a little bit about the stash that I used to create today's card. So I had in my stash this Hello Again collection. I had the bits and pieces, the chit chat, and odds and ends. I only had a few pieces of the actual paper collection because this was a kit that I received from Country Craft Creations. So I used these two papers. I used the pink dotted one, which is actually bubblegum candy stripe. There's a stripe on the back. And then I used the green thumb, which has this beautiful floral, and then these leafy vines on the back. So these are the only two papers that I used out of that paper collection. And then I used some of the elements from these packs. What I also did was I cut down a piece of cardstock to be 7 by 10. I used white artisan cardstock, and on the long side, we're going to score at 5. So we'll just fold this over and burnish. Now, another reason I'm making this card is because I wanted to test out my cut files. I always test out my files to make sure that they work properly. And so that's where this idea came in. Now, the Gatefold album cover that we're doing is 10 by 7. And so the cut files that I created were for that size, but I shrunk them down to be able to create a card version of the cut files. Let's go ahead and do the inside of the card. So I pulled this out of the bits and pieces, and then I pulled out some flower elements which I thought were cute. That's from the bits and pieces as well. So I wanted this to be super simple on the inside, and what I'm going to do is just glue this down. You know, this is a linen texture cardstock, so I wanted there to be some smooth area for writing, and I thought it would be good to use this element. I'm just going to glue down my little flowers here, kind of angling them around the structure of the journal area. And then I'm going to put my next piece down. And again, I'm going to kind of follow the lines here of this piece. Now, if you don't have this collection, this journal element is 3 5/8 by 2 3/4. But quite frankly, if I was going to cut a different piece to go here, I would probably make it bigger to fill up more of the card. But since I had these floral elements, I thought that was cute, right? Just like that. Okay, so that's the inside and the base of our card. Let's set this aside. Now here are all the elements that I created. Let's see, these elements are actually from the collection. So we have the bits and pieces, chit chat, and then the butterflies are from the odds and ends. These are the cut files that I created. Oh, and I have a little heart there. Now I'm going to put this together with you. I'll give you some measurements in case you want to try to recreate this. But what I'm going to do is I have the cut files done. I don't have like the nice PDF file that I do that go along with them. I don't have that completed. And I want to finish testing out the rest of my files. So I'm going to do a pre-order. We're going to try this. I'm going to do a pre-order, but here is a look at all the pieces that you get for this cut file. What this is a blue jean shorts cut file bundle, and you can just design all different kinds of shorts. It's perfect for summertime, right? Just going to be so fun to create mix and matching of patterns. And I not only did the front side of the shorts, I also did the back, and I just love the pockets. I will have links in the description box below if you want to do a pre-order for this. The pre-order bundle will be at a special price until I come out with my tutorial for the Gatefold album. Now, I don't mean the video that shows you how to create the cover. I mean the full-blown tutorial on how to decorate the cover and do the pages and everything on the inside. So that could be, you know, several days until that happens. It all depends on when my magnets arrive and I am able to get it together. So that would give you a couple days to sign up for the pre-order, get the cut files at a special price, and start making these adorable little shorts. Now, I also want to say that when I am creating cut files and patterns for all of you, those are of my own design and are in my own store. They are not a product of Country Craft Creations. So if you run into any issues with the cut files or you have questions about how to use them or whatever, please direct those to me. I always have my email in the description box below, so you can private message me through email, or you can even make a comment and I'll see that and respond to you there. So let's get started putting this together. We're going to start out with a card base that will glue on top of the base of our card. I'm doing it this way because I haven't decided if I wanted to put a color piece behind here or not. And I made the shorts the full width of the card base. Now we could go ahead and just put it together on here. But like I said, I wasn't sure. Do I want it to be right there? Do I want it to be something else? So that's why I'm going to build it on here first. So you need a 7 by 3 15/16. 7 by 3 15/16. Find the center at 3.5. Make a tick mark. From your center tick mark, go over 1/8 of an inch to the right and the left. Take that top 1/8 of an inch tick mark, and you're going to make another tick mark on the short side at 3/4 of an inch. Then you can draw a line from that tick mark up to the 3/4 inch tick mark. At the top of that line, you're going to go over 1/4 of an inch to the right. make a tick mark. From here, we're going to turn our paper to the short side across the top. We're going to take the top tick mark here, which was at 1/8 of an inch. We're going to draw a line between those two tick marks. At the top, finish that off by drawing a line between the two. And now you have your area to cut out. Just erase any pencil marks. And there you have it. Now I'm going to give you the measurements even though I'm creating cut files, because I know some of you don't have a cutting machine, and then you'll be able to recreate this in the meantime. Now I could have made this one piece, but I did already have this cut in two, so I'm just going to give it to you like that. This measures 3.5 by 3 15/16. Again, because these are cut files, the sizing is going to be a little different. Here again, I cut out, you know, the center piece to go around my cutout here on the bottom. Okay. So if you wanted to, you could just cut one large piece at 7 by 3 15/16, and then do the same thing that I told you before. Come in 3 3/8, cut up 3/4, over 1/4, down 3/4. Same thing. For the pockets, so I cut in at 1 7/16, and then I cut down and around to the other edge. And let's see. That is about 1.5 inches. So about 1.5 inches down from the top, and 1 7/16 inches in. And then I cut that at a round angle. Did the same thing on the other side. Created two little pocket pieces. These are big enough to go underneath the pocket cutout so that you can glue this down and glue this piece on top, but still leave it open to tuck things underneath, which I think would be super cute. For this, I took a 2 1/8 inch piece by 1 5/8. Again, from that corner, I cut down and around. Okay, so now I'm going to put these down on my paper. Again, you really don't need to know the measurements because I'm going to have the cut files for you. There will be patterns probably in the cut file bundle for those that want to recreate by hand but don't have a cutting machine. All of my cut file bundles come with patterns for those that want to create by hand. Okay, I'm just going to glue this down. I'm going to put this, tuck this in there before that gets dry. I loved picking out the patterns for this. I knew I wanted to have a floral piece for my pocket, the back of the pocket. This is such a fun way to use scraps and a great way to mix patterns. And I've kind of stopped making cards. I don't know what's happened. So I wanted to kind of get back to doing some of the crafting that I was doing. I've just been so busy lately doing other ventures, which I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about. I think I started a video for that as well. Just going to tuck this one underneath just like I did the other one, lining up the top edge and the side edge. For the belt of the shorts, you're going to need one piece that is 7 by 1 1/16, and that's going to go just right up here at the top. I did ink all of my pieces because I wanted there to be definition between the pieces. Now this piece may look a little funny, but it's going to go back here on the back part of the belt area. And if you can see, it kind of then gives you dimension, like, you know, when the shorts are open, and this is the back part of the shorts. That's what that's supposed to mirror. This measures 7 by 5/16. You could do 1 1/4 if you wanted. So I would cut maybe 7 by 3/8 and then just go from one corner to the other, cutting at an angle. You're going to kind of round it, a big oval like, from one point to the other. So if your measurement is different, that's all right. It'll still work. And then we just glue this down. And again, you're going to get that kind of dimensional look. You know, you could have just left it with this. This is kind of an optional piece. But I love the idea of it like being just the shorts without a person in it. And then you see the back side of the shorts. I'm going to add on 2 little belt loops. And these measure 5/16 by 1 1/16. You could probably do 3/8 or a 1/4 or a 1/2 if you wanted it to be that big, by 1. I'm only going to glue at the top and the bottom in case I want to do something a little different. And then I'm going to add them here right underneath where the green is. So about 1/4 of an inch over from the corner of my pocket there. And then right underneath the green strip there. See, it's already coming together. The next thing, I have the little zipper area. This is 9/16. You could go 5/8 by 2 5/8. All you do on that is just round one corner. You could do that with a punch. I'm just lining this up with the center of my 2 pieces there. We have 2 little cuffs that are going to go down here. And these measure a 1/2 inch by 3 3/8. And now we're ready to decorate. So I'm going to add my little heart. I'm going to put that over here on my pocket. I don't know why, I just love that. Right there. And then my little butterflies, I was going to put like that. And then I have this sentiment. I thought this would make a great little thank you. So I think that's what I'm going to use it for. I was going to have this kind of be like that. It could be coming out of the pocket if we wanted to, you know. I was thinking about cutting it to where it's behind my little belt loop. I'm trying to figure out what way that I would want to cut that. I'm not sure. So I just cut right into it. There we we go. How cute is that? Adorable. I love it. Let's see, where do I want it to? Do I want it like that, or like this? Kind of just reminds me of, you know, when they had things hanging from their belt loops, you know. Too cute. So really, it could just be anywhere we wanted it to be. Just gonna add a little glue dot there. Now I'm going to bring in our card base and I'm going to glue this down on top. Oh, let's look at it first. So it would be like this. I just want to see what it would look like if there's a pattern under here. Yeah, I think I like it white. And there you have it. That is our card for today. Super, super cute. I can't wait to show you the rest of this cut file design. Again, it will have a back piece to it with 2 little pockets and belt loops and all that good fun stuff. So adorable. Just imagine this on a 10x7. It's going to look so cute. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. So I hope that you pre-order your cut files and patterns today. And I think what the special should be is that I'll throw in the cutting guide for the mini album that we're going to create with this. So I'll give you the cut files as well as the cutting guides, and I'll have that pre-order link down below. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.